Welcome back to another live feed this afternoon for the top 50 underrated NFL wide receivers. Well, the countdown continues. We got number 33, we got Dwight Clark. Obviously, Dwight Clark is known for the catch. It's the Dallas Cowboys in the NFC Championship game on January 10th, 1982. The catch resulted in a touchdown leaping over Everson Walls to make the catch. Clark was exceptional by catching 8 passes for 120 yards and 2 touchdowns. Two touchdowns. Overall, eighth season, Clark made his mark as a San Francisco 49ers, being a two-time Pro Bowler, a two-time Super Bowl champion, two-time All-Pro selection. Dwight Clark was one of the elite receivers during the '80s, but was underrated. When you look at the 506 receptions, 6,750 receiving yards, including 48 receiving touchdowns. So that's the reason why he's underrated. So let's go even deep in depth to why he's underrated. Okay, so when you look at Dwight Clark's career, he's underrated despite the elite production that he put in. You know, the 506 receptions, 6,750 yards, 48 touchdowns. Led the league in catches during the strike shortened season 1982 with 60. You know, two-time champion, Super Bowl champion, two-time Pro Bowler. The franchise impact, even with the past heavy errors that followed, Clark remains among the top receivers in franchise history. He was known as Joe Montana's ultimate safety valve. Clark was never the flashiest or fastest receiver on the field, which caused some to overlook his technical mastery of the Billboard's West Coast offense. His reliable hands, clutch playmaking, ultimately made him an indispensable part of the team's early championship runs. So that's probably one of the reasons why he's underrated. He like laser speed and stuff like that. But again, he's known for that catch, man. Definitely. All right, so that's basically it, man, for Dwight Clark. Um, come back at 4:30, very short and sweet with number 32, who was the 32nd underrated wide receiver in the history of the NFL. According to this book that I self-published a decade ago, you'll find out at the bottom of the hour. So this is short and sweet about Dwight Clark. I had him at number 33. He's definitely underrated wide receiver. You talk about the greatest receivers, they're not gonna mention him that much. Dwight Clark definitely known for that catch. He's a great, great player in that regard, for as like making catches in that game, especially that catch that he made. So I wanted to definitely put him on the list. When I did the book, I put him on the list definitely because they don't talk about him as one of the great receivers ever, Dwight Clark. No, they're gonna talk about Jerry Rice first or Terrell Owens. You look at the franchise of the 49ers first. They're gonna talk about somebody else other than Dwight Clark, but he made that great catch, and that's what he's known for. Very productive receiver, but underrated. So that concludes this short video about him. Come back at the 4:30 hour. Bottom of the hour at 4:30, and talk about the 32nd underrated NFL wide receiver in the history of the NFL, according to my book right here. You find out. Stay tuned.